I've collected millions of dollars in upfront cash working for high ticket sales and in my own business as well. And I want to tell you kind of what high ticket sales is, because I feel like people say it's a buzzword, but a lot of people use it wrong. And a lot of people that are thinking about getting into it don't fully know what it is. So it's very important to understand it. Firstly, high ticket sales is you've got a business selling a high ticket product. Now, high ticket, expensive. That's worth writing something down. Where's the marker? HT equals XE. All right, high ticket equals expensive. So let's just say, for example, where a lot of my sales has been is in the buyer's agent property space. So high ticket sales for that, they're selling $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 products, the concierge agency fees, right? To buy $1 million properties. Now, I am selling, the client fills out a lead form, whether the business owner's on TikTok, whether they're running ads, the client comes in, they fill out the form, and then it comes to me. It books into my calendar. A setter books it into my calendar. I then do a close call, probably 45-minute call to an hour, using various scripts and sales skills and shit that I'll teach you throughout the journey, and try and close them and collect the 40K cash. Okay, when I collect that, typically what you get is about 10% as a typical high ticket sale closing rate for new companies. Now, more typically, the jobs you're gonna get, let's say for when you're starting, will be fitness. So you're selling a fitness offer, maybe it's $3,000, maybe it's $4,000. You make $300 if it's $3,000 per close. You do maybe 2 closes a day, you can make $600 a day. All right, so in this kind of run through, we're gonna start from the start. I'm gonna pretend that you are sitting at home, you've tried to start a business, you're trying to work out what you wanna do, you've seen the buzzword high ticket sales, you've come in and you're like, what is that? I want to do that because you have shiny object syndrome and you jump from thing to thing. Now, the reason why I'm entertaining that is because I believe if you're in that stage, sales is the hands down best thing for you to do to build up life crucial skills on how to talk to people, to learn kind of the inside of a business. You learn that a lot because you're working for big companies. So you learn how they operate. You learn skills that will put you, 5, 10 years ahead of all these people that are going and trying to start their business straight away. So if you do have shiny object syndrome, stay here and stick this out at least for 2 years, because it will be very, very, successful for you and really leverage your skill set into the future. Now, let's start. So we'll box this off. To start off, you have to be a setter, okay? What's a setter? A setter is someone, when a lead comes in for these big businesses, you're getting on the phone, you're calling them, okay? You're probably gonna rip $100 a day, minimum. Now, you're gonna be booking in appointments and qualifying for the closes, okay? So you're gonna, the job that you want. So that's the best way to start, because you're pretty shit right now. You might have a general idea, but you're not confident on the phone, you don't really know how to speak, and you need to build up those skills. So you're gonna get the phone out, and the best way to learn is getting on and having these calls. And I'll show you examples, scripts, everything like that. If you want it, leave a comment right now, say set a script, say something. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do to close at a high rate. To set at a high rate. Getting that job's pretty easy. You just have to be a decent person, okay? Go to the interview, have a good chat with the guy, get yourself into it, maybe build up a bit of a fake resume, say you've done some work for your mate's business, okay? Just bullshit, get the job. Once you get the job, you need to exceed anyone else, okay? If the average is 80 calls, you do 200 calls. Literally double it. The more calls you do, the more dials you do, the more you're gonna set. It's just a numbers game. So at the start, you're gonna be average. You're gonna need to make more dials to be the same as like an average setter there. Then you're gonna get better. Let's say the top setter is setting it 30% and they do 100 calls a day. That means they're booking 30. Let's say you come in, you have a 15% set rate, so you need to do 200 calls to then book at the same rate as that person. Okay, but now you look really good on the leaderboard. Everyone's like, holy shit, you're new into the company, you're doing the same. Then what happens? Inevitably, you're gonna get better. So then you're gonna start setting at that 30% rate, same as them, because your skill set's gonna improve, but you're gonna keep doing those 200 calls. So now you're doubling him on the leaderboard. That is how you get promoted. That is how you improve. Now, the problem is because you've come in fresh to a company and you're a setter, they're going to take a while to promote you. I know I had that experience and I jumped from a company maybe a bit too early. It was a very good company, but I was closing deals for them and they didn't want to promote me yet because I was they were getting such high leverage on my wage. They were paying me a certain figure. I was closing deals and closing at similar rates to one of the new closers they hired, but they were paying me way, way less. So what did I do? I closed these deals. I filmed myself closing these deals. And then I used that as a resume to get a closing job, my first closing role. Okay? So that's a little loophole, but that's how we evolve. So to give you some time, I came into the setter game 3 months 3 months later, I was now, trying to write backwards, I'm now a closer in 3 months. And that's selling in property, one of the hardest things to sell. I need a big baseline of knowledge. Now, how did I do this? I took up mortgage broking skills. I learned a lot about property. I got my product knowledge just as good as my sales knowledge. So what did that do? It created a niche skill and put me at the top of the marketplace. So my age, being 20 or 21 or whatever, was not a factor. Me being young, they didn't care. They're like, this guy knows so much about property and this guy's very good at selling. Where the hell did he come from? Okay, so now I'm getting access to jobs that not many people have the skill set for. That is the key to get big, high paying jobs. So if you come in starting right now, I did have experience. I was running a marketing business and I was doing cold calls already. So I was already confident on the phone. So have in your mind, it's going to take 6 months. It shouldn't take longer than that. If you go in every day, do 100 to 200 calls a day, constantly learning, maybe watching my videos, the shit that I put out, it'll probably be sales training and other life advice. And then watching all these other people as well, these sales trainers on what they do for free, just keep getting free YouTube training, you will be the top closer. You'll be the top setter. Once you're the top setter, you can then either ask your company, say, hey, these are my numbers, let me be a closer, keep paying me the same, I want to prove to myself that I can do it. If I impress you over the next month, then promote me on the normal wage, say something like that, or film yourself already closing as a setter, okay, be a bit dodgy with it, film yourself doing it, use it as your resume. They're the two options. Once you become a closer, then life's fun, okay? If the job you're at's a bit dodgy or for some reason nothing works out, use that resume, get another closer role, stick it out. But the money you can make here is anywhere from, 10K to literally 100 plus. Fuck, that is an E, what the hell? 100 plus K a month, like crazy money in tech sales, in property sales. I know people clearing a lot of money. 100's actually pretty crazy. Let's say 10 to 50. Getting a higher than that, you need to be in a very niche tech sales or yacht selling or something crazy, which I know. Let's see if I get there eventually. But a lot of money, okay? And what am I doing? I'm working from home. I'm working from my apartment in the Gold Coast, okay? If a call doesn't answer and I've gone through all my list, I walk to the beach, okay? The best beach in Australia. And then when a call comes in, I close them. I get $1,000 commission, for closing a deal. And then I go on with my day. I can't say a better field or a better job to be in. I've tested everything, literally everything, meme coin trading to like everything. This is the best thing and the easiest thing that I can find if you get your skills up. And it's so high demand, so many people need good closers. Like a ridiculous amount of businesses need good closers. So if you're a personable person, if you go out to bars or if you walk around and you naturally want to talk to people, you naturally like getting to know people, people want to get to know you, then you have a natural ability already to speak and you're already a fun person. And that translates in calls. If people always want to get to know you, then I guarantee you're going to be good at sales. And if you're not like that, but you want to make money, then being personable and talking is a very crucial skill. So you should start going into self-development and getting better. I hope that you understand now what high ticket sales is, the transition if you want to become it. Do not buy, very expensive courses that promise you jobs or whatever. Go through recruiters to get these jobs. Go on Seek, okay? In Australia, go on Seek or go through, the recruiters are my loophole. I get all of my good jobs through a recruiter. Search high ticket sales recruiters, bang, don't pay for any, do the free ones because they get paid by the business, not by you. Anyway, hope this was a good video and hope you understand what this is because this is going to be a lot of my content and I'm going to be showing my journey. So please subscribe, leave in the comments what you want to see next, and this is going to be a fun journey.